Maths in Historical Monuments by Ashutosh Tandon. Many years ago, the early man must have sat in his unheated cave, lacking air conditioning or room service, with meteorites pounding the earth and earthquakes stirring up all kinds of havoc, wondering who was running the show. He had to placate this someone or group of people, these gods on some hill, some place. So he examined everything in nature, everything he could get his hands on, he measured, and what he discovered was a ratio informing the hidden mathematics in nature. He saw a pattern that kept appearing with the ratio as he searched. He felt as if his gods were a mathematician and the ratio and pattern are a code through which they speak. The signs were unmistakable and they were everywhere. So he assumed, presumably, that he decoded the language of his gods. Needing the cooperation and the protection of his gods, he built temples based on this ratio. He put altars in the temples designed on this ratio. He put vessels for libations on the altar tables. All these things were based on this ratio because the geometry he employed was in fact a prayer. That prayer is the golden ratio. What is the golden ratio? The golden ratio is a special number approximately equal to 1.618033 and so on. It is a non-terminating number, therefore an irrational number. One way to visually understand it is with a line segment. This is a line segment that has been split in two parts, A and B. A is longer than B. If the ratio of lengths of A and B is equal to the ratio of whole length of the line segment and A, then this ratio is the golden ratio, whose value is 1.618. If you draw a pentagon with each side of 1 unit length, the point of intersection of opposite diagonals creates a line split in the golden ratio. A golden rectangle is a rectangle whose side lengths are in the golden ratio. You will now watch a small sketch of the process of constructing a golden rectangle. Draw a square and split the square at the point of intersection of its diagonals. Now extend the curve of the diagonal of the new rectangle until the base of the square. Connect the points to create a golden rectangle. This process can be extended to create infinite golden rectangles. You can then connect the corners of the rectangles to create the golden curve. Egyptians were the first to use mathematics in arts and architecture. They incorporated golden ratio in the design of the Great Pyramids as far back as 2600 BCE. The Greek mathematician and sculptor Phidias used the golden ratio when designing the Parthenon, which still stands on the Athenian Acropolis in Greece. Notre Dame in Paris reflects these proportions in the heights of each major stage of the structure, as well as in the width of the columns at the top. Each application of the golden ratio is different and unique, but each adds to its overall architectural beauty and harmony with the design principles found in nature. A series of golden rectangles drawn around the painting of Mona Lisa reflect the genius of the painter in using the golden ratio. And the use of the golden ratio continues even today in modern architecture, such as the Eiffel Tower and the CN Tower shown below. While the man's quest for the truth and reality still ensues, maybe one day a mathematical equation will finally reveal the answer. Thank you for listening.